coming here. The party headquarters of the FDC party. We are much more delighted to have you, and we are going to use a very short series of time here because of our engagements that we have today. Adepo Francis is my name. I'm the current national youth chair of the FDC party. We are much more humbled to have you once again here. Dear President, as you assigned us the responsibility to really represent the party, different spaces like this one of the Waidua, I want to take this opportunity to inform you that we have really come to have a visit to the party headquarters that we subscribe to as the Waidua. And colleagues, this is the Secretariat of the FDC, and here is our President. Just a few words maybe which I can say is that Waidua cause of uniting the youth across Africa to advocate and fight for the right democracy in our continent is really the core of the FDC party as well. I want to let you know that we resonate in that same line, and we are here really to drive that agenda. Together, FDC and Waidua, we shall reach well. You're most welcome once again, Mr. President. I can just invite you to speak to the younger people. Accra may be hearing the vision, the mission, and where we are heading as far as bringing a better democratic system in Uganda and in Africa is concerned. Mr. President, you're most welcome to speak to the younger Democrats of Africa. Thank you.
The staff of the Secretariat of FDC, I would like to ask for forgiveness for coming to address you informally dressed. Such a powerful delegation deserved a president of the party dressed formally in a business suit. It's not that I don't have business suits. I do have business suits. But I am dressed this way because I have stepped into the capital city coming from an engagement in the far eastern part of the country. And it's the reason, if you noticed, that I failed in performing a function. I also would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to our party headquarters. This is the headquarters of the Forum for Democratic Change Party, which is a center-right political party just like your political parties back home. And we've been in existence for almost 20 years. We make 20 this year. This is not a rented property. It's a property that is ours. It's bought by the contribution of different stakeholders in the FDC. In fact, I would be accurate to say we are the first political party in the opposition to have their own home. And I would also like to let you know that the NRM that is in power here, that has wasted our time nearly 40 years now, still rents premises for their offices. And they are the ruling party. They are the party in power, and yet are not careful enough to do the simple things that they should be doing. May I also take the honor to congratulate the Liberian people. I don't know, there's somebody from Liberia here. I understand that my friend Fofana, the young man, is now given a job somewhere. Yeah. on account of the success story of the Unity Party of Liberia. That adds on to the number of center-right parties that are in power today in the country.
Yeah, he's in the country.
She indicated to me that she was traveling, and I would be very pleased to meet her. And also the other co-chair, Freeman Mbowe from Tanzania, from Chadema, was meant to be here. I hope he is in the country.
Peter McMahon is here.
Okay. I will be meeting them probably later. So congratulations to you, the Liberian people, for the success story. And it is our prayer that we work towards success in our respective countries. Now, I'll just take you through a little bit of what we have here in terms of democratic dispensation in Uganda. A country that is meant to be the pearl of Africa. That is how Winston Churchill described this country. But far from it, 60 years of independence, we still continue to grapple with a dictatorship that is afraid of its own people. And by extension, afraid of our guests who are coming from all over Africa. That you would be cleared by protocol of parliament to go and visit our assembly, and yet turned back at the gates of parliament tells the dilemma that we face as a country. I am sure you've already been told by my colleagues, countrymen and women, that in this country we have a military dictatorship. This is a country where we have not transitioned or changed power from one hand to another peacefully. Leaders come in using guns, they are bombed into power and bombed out of power. We have had wars here. We've had insurgencies here that have cost a lot of lives of the Ugandan people. But today we continue to have somebody who has been in power nearly 40 years. 40. Older than any of you young people here I can see. So you can imagine Mr. Museveni, who is in power today, has eaten the time of 2 generations of leaders. Those of us who come after him as a generation, and the generation that comes after us, just because elections here are just a ritual. The treasury and distributing money to the electorate. During elections, we encounter a war-like situation where the fighter jets fly out of Entebbe Air Base, military base, and go around areas where there is resistance to the dictatorship. Just as a reminder that you vote otherwise and we will deal with you. The FDC sponsored the presidential candidate in every elections since our inception in 2006, in fact 2005, 2004. We had elections in 2005. We believe we won that election, but we are not successful in taking power. We're not. Instead, Mr. Museveni was declared. We may not have performed well in 2021. But admittedly, our successors in parliament, the leaders of the opposition, National Unity Platform, we believe won that election. As a military operation, in fact, on the day of my nomination, I was coming to my office to put my papers together, and I found heavy deployment around this place. I wasn't allowed to access my office. I was told I should be taken by force to the nomination venue. Indeed, the exercise force, they removed my shoes. I went to the nomination with a torn coat, and I decided to walk without shoes to go to get nominated and also continue to do the campaign in protest without shoes. I am referred to as the shoeless candidate in our political history. Now, this paints a general image of what goes in most African countries, where democracy is not dispensed to its fullest. The rule of law is something that is foreign to all of us. And political parties, especially those in the opposition, are treated unfairly. I am sure that there are success stories, democratic stories in some countries of Africa, and these include Ghana. I believe in South Africa as well, you know, there's a semblance of democracy. In Liberia, as I have said, recently in Senegal, I don't know the Senegalese ruling party, whether they are center-right. But what this spells to you young people who have got more years to live than we, who are now graying, is that you have got to put your act together. The struggles in your respective countries is the struggle for your very survival. If you do not make the necessary sacrifices, then your countries are not going to be liberated. Recently, we've seen the young people in Kenya. Kenya is just across the border from here. And I don't know that there are some Kenyans here. You know, promoting Generation Z, Gen Z, and using the power of social media, communicating, making sacrifices. In the case of 157, the ultimate sacrifice. Laying down your life for the sake of Kenya, of your country. I wish to congratulate the young people of Kenya for standing out tall for the sake of Africa and leading. How many Kenyans are here? Is he in the ruling party? The Tanzanians are...
We are hiring.
After we are done with Kenya, we are coming here to...
Well, it's true. Please, you may be seated from each other. If the Kenyan young people were able to do this, why then shouldn't the Ugandans take a leaf from there? Why shouldn't the Tanzanians say enough is enough? If you don't do that, then we are going to be faced with military coups. The emergence of military coups is a reality now in our continent, especially among the countries of West Africa. I mean, you can see what happened in Burkina Faso, in Mali, and the others. And you know, the Burkinabe have got a very young president. I think he's 35, 36. In your age bracket, or slightly higher than your age. So who tells you that Africa cannot be led by young people? Who? I would like to encourage you to start while young. I personally have an experience of 1 year post-university. I was running at a very, very early age. And I have been running in every elections for the last 30 years. Yes. For growing young political talent. In this country, I think the Democratic Party, there are members of the DP here. I saw some of them, yes.
Oh, yes.
Have enjoyed a lot from the generosity of the Germany people through training, mentorship programs, through conferences like the one you have come to attend in Kampala. And so, CAS, Dr. Dix, convey our gratitude to the leadership of CAS, the global leadership. I know the leadership in Africa is here, that we African people are very happy that you are growing political talent. Take advantage of this kind of interaction. Up your ambition. And I hope that we are going to have many more of you participating in local council elections in your countries, participating as candidates for member of parliament, and that from this crop of young people, we are going to have presidents of countries. I want to reiterate my thanks to you for finding us worthy visiting, and to continue to encourage you whenever you are in the country to come to the FDC headquarters, even if you just had one thing to learn from us, to be of benefit to the political parties in Uganda that believe in the same ideology that you do. We stand for fairness. We stand for equal opportunities. We believe in the interest of the last person, those that are downtrodden. And I believe those are the principles that you espouse. I thank you very much for listening to me. God bless you all, for God and my country.
There's one thing I learned in the 30 years I'm working for the Konrad Adenauer Foundation, and mostly in Africa. And that thing is, sometimes in Africa it's not easy to implement what you're planning. And your plans are changing, but what comes out then of the change is even more beautiful than what you planned. So they are at home in Germany, but I'm sure you're in contact with her, you know her, and that you are in a dialogue. You know what this activity is about. You know other activities of the Konrad Adenauer Foundation, of the program I'm running, but the idea to bring people together, representatives, politicians, young politicians from different African countries. That is the basic idea of the program I'm running, regional program called Political Dialogue with and within Sub-Sahara Africa. And you just mentioned it. I think it's a wonderful way to exchange experiences, but also to create some motivation, because you know, most of them, like you, they're in opposition, and sometimes opposition is not fun. And sometimes we hear about people who give up because they think now, like in Uganda, 40 years, you said, the same president. There are reasons to give up, but you should not give up. And it was very important that you just mentioned that Liberia, our friends from Liberia, they took over. There are other examples. Inkatha Freedom Party, we didn't mention Inkatha Freedom Party. They are in power since yesterday. Before yesterday, Sunday, they are in the new government. And for them as well, it was quite some tough time in the opposition. But you should, even if you are in the opposition, not give up. And my hope is that activities like this encourage people to say, let's continue. We see that others, they succeed, and we can do it. If they can do it, then we can do it as well. And I think it's good for those who are taking over, Augusta, that we remind you from time to time, even if you're in power, don't forget what you learned in the opposition, and that you have and that you have to treat your opposition very well. It's extremely important. So thank you, Mr. President, again for hosting us. An accidental visit, if that is good English, I don't know, but it's a very nice one, a very good one, and thank you for taking your time. And all the best for your political work with the FDC. And I'm happy to hear that our other political partner, the Democratic Party, is not seen as an enemy by you, but that you can meet and that you can work together. That is good news as well. So all the best, and thanks again, Mr. President.
We're very, very happy. I think the young people have been encouraged. Like you said, we're expecting to receive these remarks yesterday at our opening, but finally it came full circle. We came to receive the remarks at the end either way. So thank you once again, Walid and Mr. Adepo, for also guiding us all the way here. I think you are raising such amazing young leaders in this, gentlemen. We are really, really proud of them and the work that they have done in hosting this WIDOA conference. Colleagues, I don't think there's any much more to say or do unless people have got a comment, question for the president. No, they're very hungry. Apparently there's a politics of the stomach that is going on here as well. But yeah, so for now we're going to then take a group photo together with the FDC president, and then after the group photo, people get to change into their comfortable clothing, because we are going to the River Nile, so our program is still ongoing. To Jinja, right? We're going to Jinja, yes. So after this, we're going to Jinja. There is some strategic plan documents that FDC would like to share with the colleagues. So really, thank you so much for making this available to us. I'm sure there's something to learn from these documents, and I believe we'll be receiving them from the president, right? So come in order and receive the strategic documents, and then after that we'll go outside for a photograph. Madam Helen, please come to me.
Add this to the members of WIDOA, a copy, accept these documents,
Thank you so much.
and I hope it becomes of use to you.
Absolutely.
It is done now.
Yes.
One people, one Uganda, one people,
All the Africans together this way.
one Africa,
One people,
one Uganda,
one people.
FDC oye,
Oye,
Uganda oye,
oye,
Africa oye.
oye.
Sing my song, music Africa. the line. Other ashes were taken to Amazon, other ashes were taken to River Ganges in India. That's why we have Mahatma Gandhi. Remember, Mahatma Gandhi is the one who led India from independence. India got its independence because of Gandhi. That's why we do have this statue at the source of the Nile. I know you need the jackets now, but in the next 20 minutes, you don't have the jackets. Why? You are going to dance. There is music down there. I'm not so sure, but I'll find out.
Please.
So, as history say, even the world and is shared by 4 countries: Uganda, South Sudan, Sudan, and Egypt. And this is the White Nile. The Blue Nile comes from Ethiopia, and they are meeting together in Sudan, Khartoum. Then goes to Egypt where they swimming. Long time the commons. I think that one which is trying to lie, those are pipe. Also, you can check that side. There's that white flag. Those are different. The dancing team will go down. Down, you are free to dance as you can. Utilize your energy you come with. But up, we are here only for information. So those who like to dance and the music starts. Hey, see, there's Ugandans. They live on the Nile. Ils vivent sur le Nil. Voilà la belle ville. Et ils ont écrit là, troupe Uganda for the days. Ah, ils vivent sur le Nil. Voilà, c'est ça. Ouais. Salut.
Down there. And this is how the Nile River is formed.
kona. Waka waka when you enter Malicha. Baby kona kona. Mona Lisa, macho Mona Lisa, macho Mona Lisa, macho Mona Lisa, macho Mona Lisa.
That idea was so well clear. We are in Lake Victoria
Maisha ni yangu, washughulika na yako, napendeza kwangu, washughulika na kwako. Misipangwengwe, sipangwengwe, misipangwengwe, sipangwengwe, misipangwengwe, sipangwengwe, misipangwengwe, sipangwengwe. Unataka mtu simple, humble, rich, young, ngopeane namba. Unataka mtu dark, light, icon, tafuta wa baba. Tunamficha yetu kumbe uko alone. Mchani safari ni ya radada. Rudi utotoni, usipotembea utabebwa mgongoni. Safa champion boy, utabona samata. Nota mapepe ongeze mkia, na ukilipit tunakupigia. Let me make one thing, inatosha kujigamba. Sina maneno kwenye kanga, kazi juu ya kazi yanibamba tubamba. Sasa unaweza kuzaa kisasa, sisi yana fegi uchome kibanda. Kadhale wote ndoto zako za kitanda, si bado tuko macho bila ya wanga.